The moment I told my friends I am heading to the Philippines, their first reaction was, "But what will you eat? You are a vegetarian. Philippines is all about seafood and meat, bro." To all those people, I hear you from one ear and puff it out from the other. Seriously, the idea that being vegetarian means you cannot enjoy travel is such a myth. Hey guys, I am Pragya and welcome to my channel Khao Local Ghumo Global, where we explore new ways of living through travel, food and local stories. I have had food 95% vegetarian, 5% egg and 100% survival mode on. If you are a vegetarian and traveling to the Philippines, so this could be your ultimate food guide. And now rock and roll. In Cebu, I struggled at first. Nothing veggie on the road. Google was confusing me and I was just hungry. But guess what? My hostel had a cafe next door, Mural's Cafe, and there I found this white spaghetti pasta. Super simple, basic, but tasty. Like that one friend who always shows up in crisis. It was like that. And I will rate this 7 out of 10. Next stop, Malbol. Beach vibes and backpackers everywhere. My first meal was breakfast at Pescador View. I just walked in there because they had a menu outside. I had a plain omelette with green chilies, rice and coffee. The rice was rice, the coffee was strong and the omelette was decent, and I will rate this 4 out of 10. Later I did the canoeing tour to Kawasan Falls and lunch was included. My plate had veg noodles, stir-fried veggies and of course plain rice. It was okay and I will rate this 3 out of 10. And the best came in the form of pizza, and this place is called Filipino Pizza. Small local joint. I ordered a simple margarita and it was the best I have had in my life. It was Neapolitan style, soft crust, fresh basil, homemade sauce. I took it on my bus ride to Cebu and then to the Cebu airport. How do I define the taste? I don't know. The crust, the thickness, the sauce, the basil, everything was so damn perfect, and I will rate this 100 out of 10. First day in Coron, went straight to Fresh Bites, a vegan cafe. Got their smoothie bowl loaded with mangoes, banana seeds and protein granules. My love for smoothie bowl started in Indonesia and now I'm tasting this in each country, and I will rate this 9 out of 10. Dinner at Senorita restaurant in Coron, where I tried mongo curry with tofu. Now I am not a tofu person, but this curry was tasty. Mild coconut base. Tofu was still tofu for me, and I will rate this 6 out of 10. Okay, then comes the boat expedition, where breakfast, lunch, snack and dinner was all onto this tour. This was the best experience of the trip and the food was a part of it. Breakfast usually includes pancake, eggs, fruit juice, clean and filling, and I will rate this 8 out of 10. In the lunches, we used to have dal, veg curry, pumpkin beans, sauteed vegetables. Decent, I would say, and I will rate this 7 out of 10. Coming on to the snacks, one of my favorites, and they used to serve turon, which is basically banana fritters, and kamote Q, which is basically caramelized sweet potato, and I will rate this 10 out of 10. Guys, must try. And lastly, the dinners, which includes veg noodles, fried eggplant, spinach, veg curry, and yes, rice of course, and I will rate this 6 out of 10. Okay, this noon was in El Nido town and I went to this cafe called Hama Coffee, a popular in the town especially for coffee. I ordered pancakes and got 2 giant fluffy pancakes topped with butter and syrup. And that beach view, dreamy and peaceful, and I will rate this 9 out of 10. Later I had pineapple juice at Cuarto Pesto, found reasonable rates, tasted a bit diluted but refreshing, and I will rate this 6 out of 10. Another pizza moment at Tutto Pasa in El Nido. Let's just say that pizza is one of my comfort foods outside India, and let's just say I love margarita pizza, not because it is one of the cheapest, but it's my favorite for life. Now this one is costlier, fancier and good, but the one which I had in Malbol still wins, and I will rate this 7 out of 10. And of course, local beers. If you like strong, try Red Horse, and if you want light, go with San Mig, and I will rate this 9 out of 10. Next food place you cannot miss, guys. And if you are still here in this video, I have tagged with the links some of the products I have used on my trip. Have a look. If you like it, go for it, and any questions, drop your comments here. You are going to love this if you travel to Puerto Princesa and visit this amazing vegetarian restaurant called Emma's. The menu was impressive and very reasonable compared to the other restaurants and cafes. cafe I have visited, and the food I can bet it's great. I ordered fried rice with soya bene, which was so flavorful. How do I define the taste? Okay, first of all, the presentation was darn good. It already looked very healthy and interesting to me. Some vegetables with soy bene. Secondly, the rice has its own flavor with mild spices. The soy was crispy, a rich, flavorful dish, and I will rate this 100 out of 10. Verde Cafe in Puerto Princesa, which is another popular vegan cafe, and this time I ordered a smoothie glass, Bali, which was a mix of pitaya, mango, pineapple, banana, cashew yogurt and beet powder. Now, don't you think it sounds very healthy? Well, hell yes, it was healthy, fulfilling and yum. And apart from this glass, I love the decor of this cafe and I will rate this 9 out of 10. Number 14. Post Underground River Tour, I was starving and found SMR homemade burgers. Asked the guy for a simple egg burger with salt and pepper. He was shocked of hearing the simplicity I wanted and made it just right. Also took a picture of me for his customer wall. Cute. And I will rate this 8 out of 10. Another vegan restaurant called Grains. This was my last night in Puerto. I wanted to play safe, wanted to try a new vegan cafe and landed at Grains. I don't know, is it just me who thinks presentations of the vegan food looks so healthy that I already feel healthy without trying it? Or do you think the same way? Let me know in the comment section. So this is teriyaki bowl, a vegan version of a local Filipino dish. Made of fried tofu in the homemade teriyaki sauce, sesame and mixed vegetables with a rice base. And I will rate this 7 out of 10, and tofu still hurts. I survived on bread for lunch from the Bread Talk in the SM Mall in Puerto. Yes, there were times when I had only bread and bread. Perhaps because of the laziness or tired of hunting for food. Actually comforting, reasonable food. And let's just say I will rate this 6 out of 10. I am in Manila and can you imagine I'm struggling in the capital for food? I was hungry and by luck found this cafe called Obscure. A little photo shoot and a spaghetti pasta, a tiny garlic bread, slightly heavy on the pocket, but I was happy. And I will rate this 7 out of 10. Goshen ice cream bun, and my friends, you gotta try this. I was in Rizal Park, Manila and craving for something cooler to eat. I saw this cart and heard his different style of serving an ice cream, at least different for me. He put cheese balls, chocolate ice cream balls and mango ice cream balls in a soft round bun and it was so darn good. I will rate this 10 out of 10. In my final stop, and there I go in my comfort zone because I was so damn done with my search and experiments. This is called Kathmandu Kitchen, where you can find many Indian food varieties. I was at a point where I felt like ordering every single veg dish. I was like, no Pragya, hold on, let's order something which can be parcel and eat later. So I ordered egg fried rice. Big in quantity, taste wise was fine. I would say the only comfort was that I was sure of getting nice food, and I will rate this 7 out of 10. Now all the ratings in this video are purely based on my taste buds, personal experience and preferences. What I love, you might just like or not like at all, and that's totally okay. I just hope this video helps you plan better and explore confidently, and you are always welcome to try these places and come up with your own version. Are we done here with the food journey? Of course, and here are some tips. Number 1. Ready to spend a little extra for your comfort food and have more fruit-based items like smoothie bowls for energy and good stomach. Number 2. Always carry backup packs, a few ready-to-eat items like upma, poha, MTR or anything of your comfort or protein bars. Number 3. Grocery stores. You will find many 7-Eleven stores, SM hypermarkets sell vegetarian-friendly snacks like chips and sweet buns. Number 4. Be open and not stubborn. Some days you may end up eating just rice and vegetables or just bread. That's okay. Number 5. Google vegan or veg cafes beforehand or use Happy Cow app. I haven't used this app as Google Finds was good enough for me. And with this, I am wrapping up the food journey vlog. If you have any questions, do write to me in the comment section, or also you can reach out to me on my Instagram and thread handle. It's called Khao Local Ghumo Global. What is next is very important topic for you, and let me help you choose your stay if you plan to experience hostels in Philippines. This is me, Pragya Sharma, exploring new ways of living, signing off. You see me in my next release. Till then, travel safely, stay safe and explore the world with care. Bye. Salam.